What's going on? Mike Nuemann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding at the conclusion of the 2013 NABF Great Lakes Supernatural Muscle Classic. In 20 years, this is the 20th anniversary of this particular show here in Bradley, Illinois. This was the best show, the best lineup of quality competitors that I've ever seen, and I've seen every single one of these shows over the last 20 years. I'm here every single year, and this is a big one. And one big reason why it was such a high-quality show of high-caliber athletes was Chris, the show Wells. Chris, we're over. You're the overall champion, newest IFPA pro. How's it feel?
Feels great, Mike. You know, I've been at it, as you know, for a long time, for a lot of years, and I took some time off, and you know, to win it at Dave's show, which is the very first show that I've ever done in 2007, to win it here back with Dave on his 20th anniversary, it's just amazing. It's just icing on the cake. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now, your last show was what, 2007, right? That was 2007, 2008, right around there?
2008, yeah, it was my last show. 2007 was my very first show, and like I said, that was the Dave Yates show back in University Park.
So you've done a show since 2008. Now, I've seen you at a bunch of shows since then, like John Hanson shows, and you're always, you're always covered up in clothes, but you always look like a bodybuilder. You look like a physical presence and a force, and I'm like, when are you going to get back on stage? I always ask you that, and you never really had an answer for me, but tonight I had no idea you were competing until I seen your name on the roster today. What made you come back to this show after a 6-year layoff?
I think, it was just a timing thing. I think, I've got a family and engaged now, so it was just a matter of having everything timed perfectly, and right now was the perfect time for me.
Yeah,
so.
You always look impressive. Do you typically stay lean all year round? You just look like the bodybuilder, but you just don't step on stage? Is that how it's been?
You know what? I usually carry, unfortunately, I had to lose a lot of weight for this show. Okay. I got down to, I'm usually somewhere around 220, 230 in the off season, so I had to come down to about 190 pounds for this show.
Well, you guys can check out the prejudging videos on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. Just type in Inside Natural Bodybuilding on Facebook, and you'll see what Chris Wells brought to the stage. He had a lot of quality competitors. I mean, when you were up there, did you think you had what it took to, you certainly were in contention to win, but you had a lot of guys that were in your way. Were there a couple guys that stood out that you thought might give you a run for your money? You
know what? There were quite a few. Roosevelt obviously took he took the first in the Submasters category. Larry Montgomery, who I've had respect for, I competed against in 2008. I've known him since then, and he's a quality competitor. So I figured it would be him and I going, head up. So which was a good thing. Well,
there were a lot of tough competitors in this one here, so Chris certainly earned it. Here's the newest IFPA Pro. Now that you got your pro card, we're getting to the end of this season now. There's only one pro show left, and you got to qualify for that one, so that takes us into 2014. Do you see yourself using that pro card next year?
I do. I think this is a dream come true for me, and I want to maximize it, as much as I can. So I would love to get back on stage and compete against some of the other pros in the division. Yeah,
well, you certainly make it for a more competitive division in the pro status here at the IFPA. So I'll go ahead and rip the top off real quick, show them what the newest IFPA Pro looks like. This guy is ready to take onto the pro stage right now. So you're going to see some more of this guy, Chris the Show Wells. Look for him on the pro stage. Hopefully in 2014, I'll keep covering this guy for you. What gym do you train out of, Chris?
Bolingbrook Export.
Dang, yeah.
I know you.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times too. Yeah, that's a good export fitness. Now, what body part do you think you need to bring up the most? Because you already got a pro caliber physique. What one body part do you think you need to bring up to be able to hang with those guys in the pros?
I think my arms. Okay. Just kidding.
Yeah. Huh?
No, I think definitely making sure my conditioning is spot on. My legs have always been a weakness of mine, and that's one thing I definitely want to bring up before I step on the pro stage. So, and when I do, they will be in shape.
Yeah. I was going to say your thighs look impressive from the front. I think the hamstrings, just like everybody else, the hamstrings are the most neglected body part out there, and that's probably what I would say for you. But you're still pro caliber. Your newest pro. I think you're going to go right to the pro division and just dominate right away. Do you got a prep coach?
I don't.
Your own diet and everything?
Yeah, I'm doing my own thing. So, yeah.
Well, good. Well, Chris the Show Wells, check out Bolingbrook Export, and you'll look for him on a pro stage 2014. Until next time, Chris Wells, your newest IFPA Pro. I'm Mike Nuemann. You're watching Inside Natural Bodybuilding on Midwest Muscle. Thanks for watching. See you later.